Hello again. I don't know whether this is streaming, but oh, it is. Okay, that's cool. Um, yeah, let's continue this. I am in chapter 3, I think. Yeah, chapter 3. I want to try and reach 10 if possible. I don't know why object oriented programming is down here, but um, yeah, let's see if I can go reach 10 today, because this is like, what time is it? 2 right now. Let's see if I can reach 10. Okay, where were we? Data types. Int data type. Int overflow. Can hold values between 0 and 255. If we try to add an additional trial just at 206, it will cause int overflow, which can result in one of two variables. The compiling debug mode Rust checks floats, that's F instead of I. Boolean, that's true or false. Character, that is 1, or you can write it implicitly. It's also an emoji. Let's see. I wonder why it's I got this correct last time. 7. Never mind. In debug mode, it's panic, and in this thing is a return. Okay. Tuple type, array type. Arrays are useful when you want to do thing in a stack. We'll discuss stacks and heap more in chapter 4. That's A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let months be April. You can also initialize an array containing the same value for each element by specifying an initial value followed by a semicolon, then the length of the array. I think in Python you I've forgotten how you do it in Python. I think you multiply it. I drew a cut right now again, and I'm trying to make it look good. However, array element access. Array is a single chunk of memory. of a known fixed size that can be allocated into a stack, you can access elements of an array using the index like this. It's like Python. In this example, the first to get the first one in the index 0, the second gets the 0, 1, index 0. Let's see what happens when you try to access an element of an array that is past the end of the array. It's not just work. Initialize a new string. It reads the input and accepts fail to get the array, fail to read line. Then it trim, phases, freezes, and accepts. Then he puts it inside. This code will compile successfully. We run the code using this and type 1 to 4, 0 to 4, it would print out the corresponding value. If you enter a number past the error, such as 10, out of bounds, runtime error at the point, blah blah blah. This is an example of Rust memory safety. This wouldn't compile. This should compile. The output should be what does that mean? T1.1. I'm not sure. I'll just put 0. Yeah, it does compile. This is correct. The output would be what actually? The output would be 4. Refers to the second element of T. Oh, you can write it like that. Okay. Huh? Yeah, refers to it. Yeah, okay. That's correct. Okay. Functions are prevalent in Rust code. You have already seen one of the most important functions in the language, main, which is an array entry point of many programs. You have seen fn keyword, and that means you're declaring new functions. Rust code uses snake case as a conventional style for functions and variable names, in which all letters are lowercase and uppercase to separate words, and underscores to separate words. Here's a program containing an example function definition. We define a function by entering the fn followed by the function name in a set of parentheses. You can enter parameters. I understand this just from Python. Let's stack this. fn fn this, print this, then fn it does compile, the answer would be 0. It failed. What? That doesn't make any sense. Was it set up here? A function must declare the type in its parentheses. Oh, okay, makes sense. So it's like Python. Not really like Python, because Python you have the freedom to not use like that, like not to declare, what's it called? Declare the type, but in main code, at least in my own opinion, I think I can show an example, but in like a code, you can just, in like, let's say a really big project, you would love to see the type that you're supposed to put inside. So it's a good thing that they're doing this over here in this particular one. I mean, in Rust, to be a standard instead of giving you that freedom. I think a lot of people in Python don't really even use that. Maybe, I don't know. Statements and expression. Okay. This doesn't work, but this works. Function with returning values. Functions can return values to the code that calls them. We don't name return values, but we must declare the type using an arrow. In Rust, the return value of the function is synonymous to the value of the final expression in the block of the body of the code. Of body of a function, you can return early from the function by using the return keyword and specifying the value, but most functions return the last expression implicitly. There are no function calls, macros, or even let statements in the 5 function, just the number 5 by itself. It's perfectly valid in Rust. Notice that the function return type is specific to as this, but try running the code. Cool. Cool. Reverse curly braces is an expression. I may get that wrong. what the hell is this? Function in a curly bracket. It should compile. I plus 1, 2, 3. I failed. Okay. It's an expression that is allowed to contain statements. It also defines a scope. So expression scope. Comments. Okay. Control flow. The ability to run some code depends on whether a condition is true, and the ability to run code repeatedly while a condition is true are basic building blocks of most programming languages. If statements. It's really nice. Like, I just go through this a little bit faster because I already know how this stuff works. If condition 5 else 6, why doesn't this work? Oh, the value type has to be the same? The if expression of this returns an integer. The expression of the evaluator, this won't work because variables must have a single type, and Rust needs to know definitely at compile time what type of number, knowing what type. Let the compiler verify the type is valid everywhere we use the number. Rust will be able to do that if the number type is the verify time. I don't even know why I'm yapping right now, but I don't even know why I'm yapping right now, but okay. I mean, it's cool, I guess. It should. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. It's it's not returning anything here. Hmm. Let's say true. They're initializing x, then if condition x equals to 1, else x equal to 2. Determine the person of person. Let's say it does compile. What will be the answer? The answer should be 0. Wrong. God damn it. It must be Boolean. That's kind of sad. Repetition with loops. Blah blah blah. Loop. Loop this. Loop again. You can put the break. Where is it? Where is it? Control Z. Let result equal loop if counter equals this break. If it breaks it out of there, wouldn't the break is very similar to return. They both can optionally take an expression as an argument. And both can cause change into the control flow. Closing a break or return. A code after break or return is never executed. So the Rust compiler treats the break expression and the return expression as having a value, or okay. You can have loops within loops. Break can continue applied to the innermost loop at that point. That's cool. Jesus. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that this is happening. You can optionally specify loop label on a loop that you can then use with break or continue to specify that those keywords apply to the labeled loop instead of the innermost loop. Interesting. Loop labels must begin with a single quote. Here is an example. This is cool. In Python, I think it breaks everything instead of the innermost loop. No, I'm 90% sure it does that. I haven't really used that a lot, but I'm really sure that it does that, which is annoying. A program will often need to evaluate a condition within the loop. While the condition is true, the loop runs. When the condition ceases to be true, the program calls break and then loop. This is just wild. It's possible to implement behaviors like this using a combination of loop if else statements. If else and break. You can try it in the program now if you like. However, this pattern is so common that Rust has an inbuilt construct. It's language construct for it. It's called while loop. This construct elements a lot of nesting that will be required if you use loop, if, else, and break, and it's clearer while the condition evaluates through the code runs. Otherwise, it exits the loop. You can also use while constructs to loop over elements of a collection, such as arrays, for example. To reverse the range. For number in this thing. True or false, this code will terminate, that is, it will not loop forever. X equals to 0, x plus 1, makes an inner loop. If x is greater than 10, we continue with the outermost loop. Else we break B. If x is greater than 10, so it's not greater than 10, so it will just break B. So this loop will stop, it will add again. Once it does this, it continues to A. What? Sorry. X plus 1, it goes down to the loop, down to loop B down there. It's not greater than 10. It breaks B. Then it runs the break. The break stops the A. It should be true. Five, 10 times, the sum is this. for every this in A, the sum plus X. There we go. You've made it. This was a sizable chapter. You've learned variables, blah, 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 blah. Try programming the following. Ooh, this one is cool. Generates. I don't want to do this. This one feels tedious, but Fibonacci is nice. So I'm going to be doing that. I've forgotten the math of it. It's a math equation. Yeah, here it is. You can do it recursively, but there's a much beautiful way of doing it. It should be in LeetCode. I've done this question before. Why do I need to? The fastest approach is just to write every single one. Recursively, dynamic programming, top to down. Yeah, using math at once. They didn't write it in this thing, so I can't cheat. I'll just see in the Python. Here it is. The concept of differential equation has been used in this formula. It's better to cram this formula. You can use it in competitive programming, but not recommended to use for an interview. Fair enough. What's the time complexity of this? I think this particular one, these people wanted to use, because they're using loops, so they want it like recursively or something, which is fair. But personally, I don't know. Let's create one. Int equals to int. If n is less than 1, we return n. Then outside the loop, Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, I guess. Ah, man. I should really turn off this autocomplete. I guess. Oh. It's not even doing it really well. Can I turn this off? It's not good. It really isn't. I think it's something like um in the settings.json under file preferences settings. It's so annoying. It's very annoying. Where is it? It's editor dot. Uninstall GitHub or don't press tab. Hijacking this deceased with content to give the copyright. In the bottom left, this is Copilot love. In the bottom right, click on it and uncheck code. Where is it? Fuck. Okay. And I have forgotten my password. Okay, now if I remove it, would it? that's good. I'm trying to learn something. I can't be like, this stuff can't be 0 views, of course. This stuff can't be yeah, whatever. Fib dot b. Oh, my writing is so slow. I'm writing it like Python. I am writing it like Python. We just give out n. Then down here will just be fib n -1 plus fib n -2. Then down here it will just be input a number. Let me steal from this particular one. It will be a loop. Please input a number. Let's meet number equal to string new string dot new, right? Yeah. I feel kind of as like copying everything from my previous code and pasting it down here, but I don't actually know the syntax well enough to start typing it on my own. I just know how to read it. This should be a close. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, that's fine. Then it would be let number equal to, I think it's dot trim dot phase. This should close. Oh, sorry. Is this correct? Let number I think I'm doing it right. The trim should have a like brackets. Dot phrase should have a bracket. Okay, I think. Then you put num, then it should just go to num, right? Oh, it's equal to num. Then then over here you just you put break, then you just put the fib number. Okay, let's see whether it compiles. Cd okay, why isn't this working? recursive could not be. Cannot return without recursion. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, it's not even printing anything. Now that I realize. So it'll be, I think, print line. Was it capital? Oh my days. Going back here to print line. Yeah. Expected this, found this. I mean, it makes sense. Okay. Why is recursion not suggested in Rust? Oh, that is. Why is that the first thing I see? Do I just try the dynamic approach? Let's use the dynamic approach. Let's use the dynamic approach. Never mind. Let's change this then. This is still correct. Down here, instead of recursion, I want to see something first. Where is it? No, it's the previous one. Oh, is it? I don't know. Okay, here it is. Can you write an expression inside there? I think you can. That would be 0, then a semicolon, then n plus 1. Yeah, I'm correct. And then let's try and do it again. There'll probably be an error. Oh, okay. This would need to be a constant. Attempted to use a non-constant, non-value constant in that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Did I not understand what this... These are for loops. Here I should just auto return whatever, like in this scope. It should just, I don't need to be doing this. Let me try and build, let's see whether expected this found int. If else without the if statements without the else expects an either expression to be this. You might have meant to return this. Okay. That's fair, I guess. I'll leave it like that. I'll try it down here. Use this thing for an inclusive range. Oh, it's so detailed. Expected this at line 10. Unexpected token. Add a thing here. Okay. From arguments must be string literal. Oh, okay. Wow, it's so detailed. Holy shit. Wait. Why did I even try and copy that? I can just do it down here. Let's try again. Yeah, only one error left. Attempt to use a non-constant value in a constant. What does that mean? This would need to be const. Why? A non-constant value was used in a constant expression. Foo equals to 32. Constant means a compile time value. To fix this, Wouldn't that mean I need to? This is immutable. I'm trying to use it down here. Do I have to see that this is mutable? No, that doesn't make any sense. Down here it is being added. This will need to be a constant. I need ideas. Vec. Affair is initializer. This Boros requires a constant size at compile time. If n is negative, this would panic. True. But over down here, it already checks that it's whether it's a valid number or not. So, okay. Interesting. It uses vec as this thing. Okay, I'll just apply that. Why isn't it? Why isn't it not doing enter when I press enter? I don't get it. String new. Or is this not working? Or do I need to? That doesn't make any sense. Unless I didn't add it to the... No, it's a standard package. Why wouldn't it be in here? I can't believe that I am going through this and I'm struggling on this. I mean, I'm new to the language, but still, it's so... I don't know. Kind of depressing. The string stuff isn't happening here. Why? Why isn't that happening? It's showing guest string. What am I doing wrong? It's not showing the debug stuff over here, like here. Why? Am I closing the loops wrong? No. Why? Okay, interesting. Is it going to show... I mean, it runs, so... Wait, let me see something. It's not showing over here. Why? Why isn't it showing over here? Like you can see this, right? You can see the like run debug, but over here it's not showing anything. Why? Well, that's the least of my problems right now because I'm running the loop and it's not working. Oh my god. Let's see again. See, I'm pressing enter and it's not working. It's really not working. Let's go back to the other one. I can open a new terminal for it. See, it's working. Why isn't this one working very well? Is there something I'm missing? Wait, okay. Let's break this down a bit. Let's comment this side out and see whether it's even like... that down here we just do break. Yeah, we just do break. Let's see how you run. Fab was never used. Yeah, I know. Okay. So the problem is around here, right? Is it because of here? What if we put this in the outer loop instead? Let's also comment this out. Okay, that doesn't work. So what is happening? Gas string. This is a string. Let me copy this word for word. Let me just copy the entirety of this and paste it over here. I want to see the difference. Okay. Then what's going on? You know what, I'll just use Claude to answer this question right now. What? No. Wait. This is not saying what I'm thinking right now. I need to test out something. Because it's happening in the other program and I want to get to the bottom of this. Let's remove it out of the loop totally. Let's put this here. Let's take this out. Let's say print line oh, sorry, wrong moment. Why is that a thing? Am I missing something? There has to be something I'm missing. Like, because there is... This is being used, right? Wait. It doesn't seem that it is. You can see, like, I can hover over it and it would work. But over here... Why? Is it because this cargo is over here? Is it being conflicted? One moment. Okay, it's finally showing. What if I go back here? It's showing. Okay, that's so weird. That's very weird. This is very weird. What the hell was happening? Okay, that means okay. It's finally showing. What? The what was happening? Wait. Syntax error. Let expressions are not supported here. Well, let's just run it. Leroy. Okay. How many errors? Only supported in direct if and else statement. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. 34. Unexpected expression found let statement. But isn't it working here? I'm so confused. It wasn't working there. Where am I here? I'm in control flow. Still trying to do Fibonacci. Maybe use a separator. But it's not using a separator over here. Then why is it doing it here? Okay, never mind. What are my mistakes? What am I even doing wrong? First, it was up here, now it's down here. Syntax, let expressions are not supported here. Expected this. Let's do quick fix. God damn it. Expected this, found string. String? What do you mean string? Is it because I'm using this? What's the difference? It's unsigned. What's the difference again? Alright, unsigned is I need to go back to check again. God damn it. Blah blah blah. Signed, unsigned. Each signed variable can store from minus to plus. Unsigned variable is 0. Oh, I should be using unsigned. Never mind. Even up here should be unsigned. So I am actually wrong here. It should be unsigned in all of them. Wait, I could just... But it's still wrong. Ah, god damn it, man. Why do I think this is Vim? What's the... Is it Shift Q? There it is. I want to see everything. Unexpected error, let statement. Well, the problem I'm having is that it's working over here, but down here it isn't working, and I'm wondering why it's not working. Like, the problem is that your break on the line before your last statement, it makes everything after unreachable and dead code. Ross is getting confused doing this. Remove the break statement. Why is there a break statement over here? It's doing that shit again. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. It's doing that shit again. Can I just build it? And then it gives me like a... Man. Let's see. If it works again, that means it's just something wrong with my VS Code. It's something wrong with my VS Code. It's just something wrong with my terminal. Probably the problem lies between the starter and does that change it itself. Down, is it even working? Is 5 actually 8? I do not know. Comparison is useless due to type limits. Oh, it's true. It's actually true. That's right. Because it's unsigned. If it was signed, it would have worked. my god, I spent too much time on this. I spent too much time on this. Hopefully when I now, why is that working? Int overflow. Okay, yeah, true. It don't work. Is it possible for you to find any not well? The answer is always constrained, so here it is. I've spent too much time on this. I need to move on to another thing. But I've learned some things. I've learned this. I need to know what vec is. I need to know why I couldn't do. Because an array is when in Rust must be compile time constraints. The compiler needs to know that the size at compile time, the size at compile time to allocate the stack. A constant is fine, n is the runtime value. Vec on the other hand is a heap allocated and size at run Vec on the other hand is heap allocated and sized at runtime. Length of array must be a compile time constant. Okay, that's fine. Understandable. Okay. Understanding ownership. Ownership is Rust's most unique feature and has deep implications for the rest of the language. It enables Rust to make memory safe guarantees without needing a garbage collector. So it's important to understand how ownership runs. In this chapter, we'll talk about ownership as well as several related features, borrowing slices, and how Rust lays data out in memory. I want to rest a bit, then come back. Yeah, let's end here. I just need to lie down. I switched forever. An hour, Jesus.